This week on Weekly News Recap.
Kuna watu genuinely wanataka mabadiliko.
Kujeni na mkokoteni zenyu, kujeni na wheelbarrow.
From political shifts.
What is a popular government and what is a populist government?
The issue is governance and integrity.
To groundbreaking discoveries, uncovering the stories that shape our world.
Mambo haiko fiti.
Hii serikali haitupeleki vizuri.
You will be taught everything that you don't know concerning media, even if it's camera operation, if when it
Thing of videography and photography.
I want to achieve strong practical skills, especially in news reporting.
What I want to achieve is I want to be confident in news anchoring.
I will advise someone to come to TAS TV because it is a place where they are given an opportunity to learn and improve their skills.
I can advise them because you'll actually major in what you really want.
I would advise someone to come at TAS TV because it's a place where one is ready to learn, they can gain a lot of skills.
Yes, I would advise someone to come to TAS TV simply because at TAS TV they offer everything concerning mass media and journalism.
Good evening, it is 3 p.m. Welcome to TAS TV News Recap, today being 11th of February 2026. My name is Wambui Munene. Kisumu County is struggling to come to terms with the tragic loss of their 4 sons who drowned in an abandoned quarry in the area. Purity Masharia has filed this report.
Kanyakwal village in Kisumu County has been thrown into mourning. 4 boys drowned in an abandoned quarry. 15-year-old Wayne Otieno, 12-year-old Kelly Otieno, 10-year-old Chris Brown Otieno, and 8-year-old Achieng Otieno were brothers whose life ended shortly.
Hiyo matokeo ilifanyika sikukua. Nilienda kutafuta. Nilikuwa nao mpaka saa 6 ndio nikatoka hapa. Niliwaacha hapa kwa nyumba wakisoma. Kuja nikapata watoto wameshakufa. Nilipata washatolewa kwa maji.
Tella says her children had big dreams which they will take to the grave following the unexpected demise.
So nikakimbia nikakuta kweli wote wako ndani ya maji. So nikasaidiwa kuwatoa, nikatolewa mpaka hapa nje. Hao wanachotaka maji kwa friji pale kwa madhe. Saa zingine wanachota maji kwa kisima ingine pale, hiyo kisima imejengwa vizuri, huwezi ingia ndani. So jana sijui ilikuwaje wakakuja hapa. Hawajawahi kuja nini kwa maji, kuogelea kwa maji. Nimebaki bure.
So venye tuliwapata, tulipata wa mdogo wa kwanza hapo to the farthest end, which means the mdogo ndiye alikuwa ameingia wa kwanza, then wa pili alikuwa mkubwa wake ndiye alienda kujaribu kumfuata, then the rest. So that's what happened. Walikuwa wameaga, kuna venye ungefanya first aid warudi. It was not easy removing my brother's kids from that quarry, but I gathered courage.
Residents are now accusing the leadership of Kisumu County of laxity in tackling the quarry business in the area. They claim there are over 30 abandoned quarries within the area and more are still coming up.
Quarry inachimbwa pale. Kuna ingine inachimbwa pale apart from me. Ambapo venye hao watoto walikufa ndio maana walitoa zile matenga jana usiku.
Unapata gari za polisi zinapita hapa, zinakuja kwa watu wanachimba quarry, sijui wao wanaongea nini. Wakishaongea wanaendelea na kuchimba.
Kama hii imejenga barabara yenye serikali inatumia. Wakati walikuwa wanachimba mano kama haya, walikuwa wangeweka fence ya kuzuia watoto wasiingie.
The 4 bodies are being preserved at Jaramogi Oginga Odinga Teaching and Referral Hospital morgue, awaiting autopsy. Kisumu Governor Professor Anyang' Nyong'o has issued a statement over the quarry incident, stating that all quarrying activities, including maram and sand harvesting within Kisumu County, has been suspended with immediate effect. Purity Masharia, reporting for TAS TV.
A family in Kiamaiko, Nairobi is demanding justice after a young medical student was shot dead during a police operation targeting suspected thieves in the area. Our reporter Fidel Moreithi with more details.
A 21-year-old girl Kenyan medical student was allegedly struck by a bullet as police officers conducted a security operation to arrest suspected criminals.
Kufika hivi nafungua hivi naona maafisa wamekuja watatu. Wakikuja wakapata vijana kama wako karibu na hiyo kibanda yangu. Akashika kijana mwingine hapo wawili. Kwa washika hivi hao wakakataa wafanye nini? Waendi, kumbe kuna vita ilikuwa hapo asubuhi na sisi hatukukuwa jua tuishi huko.
Witnesses say she was an innocent bystander and had no connection to the suspect being pursued. According to family members, the student had stepped out to assist her mother when the shooting occurred. She was rushed to hospital but was pronounced dead on arrival. Her death sparked outrage in the neighborhood, with residents taking to the street to protest, accusing police officers of using excessive force in a crowded residential area.
Kukuja kwenda mochari nikapata mtoto wangu amelala huko. Amekufa kweli, akona bunduki hapa, amepigwa hapa ikatokea huko. Mtoto wangu damu imejaza kila pahali. Kwa barabara kwenye yalikuwa, nimeenda nikapata damu imejaza imetapakaa kila pahali. Sasa ndio nilikuwa najiuliza mtoto wangu aliiba nini na libia nani na kangeiba. Si ningeambiwa.
The Independent Policing Oversight Authority, IPOA, has launched an investigation into the incident, while police say the operation was aimed at curbing crime and have urged residents to remain calm.
Badala ya polisi kujaribu kutuliza watu, kuonesha action is being taken by arresting the officer ambaye inasemekana anajulikana, hawafanyi hivyo. What they are doing is going back to the community, provoking people, tear gassing and all that kind of stuff.
Reporting for TAS TV, I'm Fidel Moreithi.
From being a man of religion to a man of interest, Prophet David Owoll remains one of Kenya's most powerful and polarizing religious figures, drawing massive crowds with the message he says is a divine call to repentance and holiness. Clad in white and speaking with prophetic urgency, the leader of the Ministry of Repentance and Holiness commands global attention through dramatic crusades, bold prophecies and emotional testimonies that leave followers convinced that witnessing a spiritual moment of destiny. David Munene reports.
From being a man of religion now to a man of interest, Prophet David Owoll remains one of Kenya's most powerful and polarizing religious figures, drawing massive crowds with the message that he is a divine call to repentance and holiness. Clad in white and speaking with a prophetic urgency, the leader and the Ministry of Repentance and Holiness commands global attention through a dramatic crusades, bold prophecies and emotional testimonies that leave their followers convinced they are witnessing a moment of destiny. Division deepens, controversy follows deeply behind, while supporters hail him as a true prophet preparing the nation for the coming of the Messiah. Critics question of his prophecy growing influence, loved and doubted in equal measure. Prophet Owoll continued to stir national debate, placing faith, beliefs and accountability at the center of the Kenyan's public conversation. Reporting from TAS TV, I'm David Munene.
At least 3.3 million Kenyans are facing acute hunger amid rising food prices and prolonged dry conditions. Humanitarian agency warned that vulnerable families, especially in arid regions, are struggling to access food, with calls for urgent intervention to prevent the situation from worsening. Joan Wambui has more.
At least 3.3 million Kenyans are facing acute hunger amid rising food prices and prolonged dry conditions.
Spare any resources to make sure that we don't lose human life, and we also mitigate the effects of this drought on livestock and the entire ecosystem that would be affected, including our wildlife.
Humanitarian agencies warn that vulnerable families, especially in arid regions, are struggling to access food, with call for urgent intervention to prevent the situation from worsening.
3.3 million people across our country are affected, and we also need food to reach our schools, to make sure that our learners are not disrupted by the ongoing drought situation.
Reporting for TAS, Thika, County of Kiambu, I'm John Wambui.
It is growing between several governors and a group of senators over allegations of harassment. The senators are demanding an independent investigation, while the governors have rejected the claims, calling them politically motivated, with neither side willing to back down. The standoff could disrupt parliamentary proceedings. Isaac Timayo has more.
Tensions are rising between senators and several governors over allegation of harassment.
The Council has resolved that governors will not appear before the Senate Public Accounts Committee until these concerns are addressed through a structured engagement between the leadership of the Senate and the Council of Governors.
The senators wanted an independent investigation.
They have fashioned themselves as the premier oversights, quote unquote, of counties, and that oversight comes with a lot of things, including embarrassing.
The government, however, called the claims politically motivated and say they are baseless.
We've seen intimidation of the auditors in that committee to incriminate specific governors, to incriminate governors. The auditor gets so intimidated that at times he even says things contrary to what is in the audit report. We cannot go on like that. So as a council, we've said enough is enough on this matter.
With neither side backing down, the standoff could disrupt parliamentary proceeding. Reporting for TAS TV, my name is Isaac Timayo.
That marks the end of our news recap for today. Till next time, my name is Wambui Munene.
This week on Weekly News Recap.
Kuna watu genuinely wanataka mabadiliko. Kujeni na mkokoteni zenyu, kujeni na wheelbarrow.
From political shifts.
What is a popular government and what is a populist government?
The issue is governance and integrity.
To groundbreaking discoveries, uncovering the stories that shape our world.
Mambo haiko fiti. Hii serikali haitupeleki vizuri hata kidogo.
Join us every Friday for a comprehensive look at the news that matters.
Hospitali imejaa kwa sababu services ziko.
News Recap, your essential source for informed perspectives.